I love Panda Express, but I can't have any since I'm trying to be healthy. So today we're gonna be making our own orange chicken. Yo, what is up you guys? I've been gone for the past 2 weeks and that was because I was dealing with personal issues I had to resolve. One thing I would say is that whenever you're working and you have to balance your personal problems and family and stress, the best thing to do is take care of you first, which I did for the past 2 weeks. I'm noticing you guys are loving the food videos and I'm passionate about healthy food. So I'm gonna do more of them. And there's a lot to do today because I gotta get the ingredients, make the food, and eat it. All right, so I just got all the ingredients. Let's go make some food. I got a new apron. What do you guys think? If you like it, hit that like button to help this channel grow. Now there are going to be two different types of meats that I'm going to use for this recipe. First one's chicken thighs and the second one's chicken breast. The reason why I'm going to go with both of these is because chicken thigh is going to keep that fatty, tasty flavor that you want. And if you really are dieting, what I recommend is chicken breast so that we have that high protein and low in fat. Now before we marinate this baby, what we want to do is pat this chicken dry and cut it up to bite-sized pieces. When cutting the chicken breast, you always want to cut it in half. I don't like my chicken breast too thick, and it will be easier to soften up when tenderizing the meat. Boom! I have 2 pounds of chicken breast and thigh each. Time to marinate this baby up. To marinate the chicken, we're going to use half a teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Last but not least, orange. And the reason why we put orange is because it has acid, which will tenderize the chicken so that we have that nice juicy chicken. Mix this baby up and let it rest for 30 minutes so they can get to know each other. Now to make our batter, what we'll need is 1 tablespoon of salt, 3/4 a cup of almond flour, 1/4 a cup of coconut flour, 1 tablespoon of potato starch, 1 teaspoon of white pepper. Give her a good mix. 1 egg, 1 cup of water. Now mix. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, we're gonna need a little bit more water until we get that pancake batter type consistency. Okay, so this is 2 cups of water. Now let's get our chicken back out. What we want to do is pour half our batter for each of the chicken. This batter was enough for 4 pounds of chicken. What you can do is split that in half. You want to make sure every part of the chicken is covered with batter. Cover it back up and let it sit in the fridge for 10 minutes. Now there's going to be 2 ways of frying the chicken. First way is by air frying it. That's the healthier way. And then the second way is by pan frying it with avocado oil. The first batch we're going to make is the frying one since that is easier. Just give it a good coating. Make sure every chicken is covered with batter through every crevice. You guys ready for that sizzle? Boom. Ooh, baby. And because they're so quick to make, don't be in a rush making these. Put a little bit of time because they take about 5 minutes on each side. While one is frying, I'll put the other half in the air fryer. So the tricky part of air frying the chicken is making it crispy in the air fryer. But I had enough practice, so I'll show you how. Very important to have parchment paper in the pan. Then you want to have coconut oil spray. Make sure you spray that pan a bit. Spray the bottom, don't be scared. Then put your chicken. And you want to make sure you leave some space because when you don't, they're going to have a hard time crisping up. And then what we'll do is spray the chicken with a little bit of coconut oil. That way you're saving some calories. Pop that baby in. And then you're going to let it cook for 400 degrees for 25 minutes. Oh, we are done frying. As you can see here, this is our chicken thighs. And look how crunchy it is. You can hear that? Super crunchy when it's deep fried. Plus, when it's air fried, it can get just as crunchy. Now, it's not as crunchy as the deep fried one, but it does the job. Obviously, they're both different in colors. It's because when you deep fry them, they actually have that good brownish color. Whereas this is more of a, I don't know what you call it, but you see the difference. To make this a masterpiece, it's time to make the sauce. Let's get down to business, baby. For the sauce, what we want to do is heat up the pan and then add 1 cup of stevia or monk fruit. What I like to do is cook the sugar a bit until I get that little burnt. By replacing this with a 0-calorie sweetener, it's much healthier, and on top of that, you save a lot on calories, which means you won't get fatter. Now it's starting to stick a little bit. What I'm gonna do is add 1 cup of white vinegar. Then what we're gonna do, add some soy sauce. About 1/3 cup. Let them get to know each other for a bit. About a tablespoon of water. Now let's add some orange zest into this baby. I like to do about the whole orange. Now squeeze a whole orange. Then we're gonna let that boil until it reduces about 25% of the water that it has. When you smell it, you can smell the mix of soy sauce and orange juice. You would think it's a weird combination, but it's not. Now this is optional. What you can do is add a splash of Chinese cooking wine. Now what we're gonna do is add our slurry, which is 1 tablespoon of potato starch and 1 tablespoon water. Now while we mix, you're gonna see that the sauce thickens up. This looks a little bit too light, so I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon. Lastly, I'm gonna add my garlic, the ginger, and Fresno pepper. I use 3 cloves of garlics, 1 inch of ginger, and about 2 Fresno peppers. And you could also use red chili flakes instead if you don't want Fresno pepper. And just mix this whole thing up. And the reason why I put it last is because I don't want the garlic and ginger to burn. Now we're going to continue to let this simmer until the sauce thickens up. So now let's let it sit for 5 minutes. Now let's coat the chicken with the sauce. And when we coat it, we want to make sure we get every single bit of the chicken. Don't make anything hide from the sauce. Baby, lock them doors and turn them lights down low because this is unbelievable. I had to share this with you guys because after making this and after eating this, I did not feel tired like I would usually eating regular Chinese food or Panda Express. I'll feel groggy, I'll feel greasy, I'll just feel disgusting. But this, I feel nice, nothing. If anything, I have more energy. What I've learned is that it's not about the food, but what's inside of it. And inside of it is a healthy ingredients that benefits us and not diminishes us. So these two were fried in the avocado oil, and these two right here, which you can see is a little bit darker, were air fried. Let's taste the difference. This is the pan fried chicken thigh. I love how you can taste the sweet, the sour, the savory. All the flavors is bursting in my mouth all at once. Fun fact is that Panda Express invented the orange chicken. It's not original Chinese dish. Now for the fried chicken breasts. I can definitely taste that the chicken breast is tender. I hate when chicken breast is dry. That orange juice really tenderizes that chicken. Now the difference between the breast and the thigh is that the thigh is going to give you more flavors because it has fat. Time for the air fried. This is the air fried chicken thigh. Honestly, I taste no difference between the pan fried chicken thigh and the air fried one. The difference is that the air fried one does take longer to cook, and on top of that, it's a lot less in calories because it's not drenched in avocado oil. Although all this is still healthy, you still want to be mindful with calories. Last but not least, the chicken breast air fried. That air fryer does a great job. I taste no difference at all. If you love this episode, let me know what you want me to make next by commenting down below. I forgot to mention, if you want to see how I'm able to eat healthy for $20 a week, watch this video right now. And in the video here with Family Love of the Day from Danny Puckeridge. You're awesome. Hugs from Australia. I love Australia. Hugs from New York City. I was in Melbourne. Beautiful city. Thanks for watching. Peace.